Vedere.
La menzione
On air. On air. Sì. Hello, Red community. So, please welcome our new team members, Vali Molinoiu from SWASM.
Hi everyone.
And Raresh.
Hello.
So, it's definitely a good time for our second live podcast. I hope you are hearing us well. There's been a lot of developments lately, but we are happy to announce that our new blockchain energy ecosystem is moving forward with exciting new features and fantastic new team members. So I would like first to introduce Vali Molinoiu, which is our new CTO, not just head of blockchain, but CTO. Vali has tremendous experience in blockchain systems. He's designed several developer platforms and security auditing systems. I will let Vali just say a few words about his past experience.
Okay. So first of all, it's a great privilege to be part of the Red community. I hope that we'll accomplish great things together. As for my experience, so I've started programming from a young age. I've been in blockchain since the end of 2008, 2009, seen a lot of trends, designed a lot of systems in this area, like Armand said, including a developer platform and a full security auditing system for Solidity and other kind of languages. And of course, as most of you know, I've designed SWASP since 2013, and we've accomplished so far with it, but there's a lot more to be developed. And I think that SWASM and Red will accomplish great things together.
Thank you, Vali. Thank you. Also, please welcome Raresh Pintea. Raresh is our new lead architect for the Red platform.
Hello.
Raresh is a very experienced web developer with more than 15 years of web developing and several even management position in large companies. Raresh, if you want to say a few words about your activity.
Hello. I'm also very excited to join the Red community, and together I'm sure we'll do a fantastic job in delivering the platform. As Armand said, I have more than 15 years experience as a web developer using various technologies, and in the last 7 or 8 years I've been leading fantastic teams into delivering global platforms, web-based. I'm very happy to work on this platform. We're using latest technologies available. Our plans are to have a very scalable solution thanks to SWASM as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Ramesh. So, moving forward, as some of you may have noticed, our new website www.redplatform.com is up and running. Also, our first mobile app can be downloaded from the App Store and iOS. It's the first stage of many new developments that will come. Mainly, it's a referral-based app that will allow us to onboard customers, consumers, producers, users, traders in the following months. We decided that it's very important to grow our community, especially our community of consumers that will use our app in order to buy energy directly from producers, to trade energy, to send and receive energy from their friends, from their partners, and to be able to access very nice features like paying their energy with crypto. Let me tell you a few words about the future plans. First of all, we are behind a very important event in Romania called Electric Tour. which is basically a new Guinness World Record. Christian Gerneman will drive an electric car 24,000 kilometers through the country, linking more than 13,000 cities and villages. It's the first of its kind. During this electric tour, we will present the features of the RED platform, as well as some new features that will be in our offer, like solar kits. We want to help people become producers, and also our new mining rigs, which we will explore in detail a few minutes later. The idea here is that the electric tour will commence on October 1st, and it's going to take roughly 2.5 months to complete. During this time, we will be rolling out new features on our app, like an achievement-based system, and we hope that beginning from October, new energy consumers will be able to validate their accounts, and we'll integrate the supplier switch module into the app. So we want that in December, when the electric tour will be finished and the new Guinness World Record will be subscribed, we want to have the app fully functional with all the trading features, so that all of you can stake their MVAT and receive their initial bonus. And we hope to onboard as many customers as possible during this time. Of course, Restart Energy will market the mobile app and the platform to its existing customer database. And at the same time, we'll try to attract new customers. We are also working on onboarding as many energy producers as possible. There are some good news in Romania. The government has, the parliament has approved the new prosumer legislation that simplifies the procedure for people to become energy producers. And there is also a government grant through the Environment Ministry that will finance new solar photovoltaic installations for households. The fund is about 100 million euros in size, and it's expected to finance 20,000 new PV installations. Of course, we are trying to benefit and onboard as many customers as possible, and not just sell our solar kits, but also provide them with a unique feature. And this is where the platform is especially well positioned to take advantage of the new legislation, because the RED platform is basically the only place where all these new prosumers will be able to sell their energy back to the grid. So, moving forward, I would like to explain to our community why we chose to move our platform to the SWASM blockchain. Many of you were wondering what is SWASM. Is it tested? Is it running? So I can tell you that we tested it. It's actually right now our mobile app and servers are up and running on the SWASM blockchain. The SWASM blockchain is basically a new type of internet, but I will let Vali, which is the expert, explain more about SWASM.
Oh, okay. So practically SWASM has three main components: a transfer system, a storage layer, and the compute layer. At RED, we're using the storage layer to store everything that means information in RED, from how many KVTs are produced, how many KVTs do you have in your wallets, how many KVTs are moving around, what transfers are moving around, and things like that. We'll come short with a detailed infrastructure about how the new blockchain that RED is developing will look. As far as for traditional applications like the website, the backend for the mobile app, they're also stored in SWASM. The reason for why we're doing that is to provide great redundancy and control over everything. We even have future plan that we're going to talk soon about hosting pieces of the RED platform on the mining rigs and rewarding the ones that host the mining rigs with MVAT and a lot of things. SWASM practically offers RED with the flexibility it really needs in order to be a completely peer-to-peer platform between consumers and producers. You don't really need centralized parts. So we're trying to decentralize everything, make it available as an information and as an utility for you guys, and
Also, it's a much improved security. If the application is decentralized and it's not on a single server, the security is much higher. So this is actually our dream. We want our application to be completely decentralized, and the SWASM blockchain will help us achieve just that. Moreover, using the SWASM blockchain, we're going to put also our KW tokens on a decentralized blockchain, so that prosumers and consumers can see their generated KW tokens or consume KW tokens in real time using our custom-made KWT blockchain explorer, which I think is it's a very important feature. Many of you from our community were wondering why the KW tokens had to be centralized. Well, they don't have to be centralized, but until we found SWASM, which is a blockchain that can scale instantly to millions of users, we didn't have a technical solution. So now we have a technical solution that's in implementation. I would like to say a few words about security, because security is very important for us, especially regarding the blockchain side, where on our platform we will also host a crypto exchange with the first pairs related to MWAT. So we will have Bitcoin MWAT, Ethereum MWAT, and as soon as we will receive a special license, we also plan to integrate fiat pairs with crypto pairs. So that's all in progress. I think Vali can say a few words about a very nice security system that he designed for our platform.
What we're doing is that we're combining what Ethereum offers us in terms of making the pair between Ethereum and what with a smart contract that relies on SWASM. What can we accomplish that there is we're doing bulk transactions through the SWASM systems on the Ethereum platform, so that we don't really need to pay the gas for every transaction that's happening with MWAT. We can also provide with an enhanced Bitcoin exchange system, so that the private keys don't really rely on any kind of RED or MWAT node or server or anything that's hosting the RED platform. So basically, by doing that, we're decentralizing payments. So we're talking about an incipient state of a completely decentralized exchange.
Thank you, Vali. I want to let Raresh say a few words about our system architecture.
Yeah, basically we started implementing the platform using the latest technologies that are used by any other global player like Facebook or Google. We're building together a very great team of awesome developers and quality assurance engineers and project managers, hopefully very fast. We plan to use microservices that will allow us to grow the platform at the global level, meaning better architecture, availability and scalability. Also, with the help of SWASM, we'll have the best security that is available right now. Our plan is to use systems that will allow us to gradually roll out new features, and we're very excited about that new possibility. This way we don't have to wait a lot of time to have a, let's say, complete solution, but rather provide features monthly or at random intervals of time based on the complexity of the solution.
Okay, thank you, Ramesh. So, moving on. As said in the beginning, some of you may have noticed that our mobile app is up and running. I will switch right now to take a look. So, If you access www.redplatform.com, you can register. You will get 5 MWA tokens just for registering. Then I would suggest to download the Red app from the App Store or Google Play, which means another 50 MWA tokens for downloading the app, and for each friend that you refer, you and your friend will both receive 25 MWA. Our goal right now, and here we need your support as our community, we all need to try to onboard as many users as possible. So please do share the Red app with all your friends and all social media if possible, so we can have the biggest user base live when the platform kicks in.
You can tell them about the achievement system that we want to design.
Okay, that's nice. So I think beginning of October we will be rolling out an achievement system with the scoreboard. So we're going to offer prizes for the people that have the most referrals, and there's going to be actually many new exciting features. I don't want to spoil the surprise right now. If you take a look here, you can register. Okay.
The button.
Just a moment.
You can register from the app itself.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can actually use the input box here to input your number. You'll receive a message that will allow you to download the app, and after you register, you'll receive 50 MWs. And after that, you can invite anyone through the share link that's available on the app. And like Arman said, you can actually receive 25 more MWs for each guy that you refer, and he will also receive that also.
Okay, great. So this is very important because it's synchronized with the national campaign organized by our partners from McCann Erickson called Electric Tour, which will bring a lot of public awareness to our platform. So in the moment when you will stake your first MWs and you will receive your initial bonus, there will be a big user base that will be able to consume and use those KW tokens to offset their active energy in their invoices. Okay, guys, so we should move to Q&A right now. Dennis, can you help us with the Q&A?
Oh, of course, man.
Okay, let's start answering some questions from our community.
So, among the most burning questions would be, am I coming out right, by the way? Yeah. When will the kilowatt rating begin? When will MWAT holders receive their initial charge based on platform launch?
Okay, so kilowatt rating will be one of the last features introduced. We expect it to be introduced in December when the platform is up and running, and at the same time the users that have staked their MWATs will receive their initial bonus.
Okay.
So Dennis, you're the community voice right now.
Indeed.
Please spell out.
So how will the ownership records of the produced energy be stored on the blockchain? Wallet perhaps?
So with the blockchain that we're developing for KWatt, we are introducing new kind of types of transactions. One of which is like it will allow us to actually input energy that is produced by
in real time using Wi-Fi meters, specially developed Wi-Fi meters. So the idea here is producers and consumers, and of course prosumers, these are consumers which are also producers, will have the option to install one of our specially designed Wi-Fi meters, which also come with the SIM card option, and they will be able to generate their kilowatt tokens in real time based on production, or consume their kilowatt tokens in real time based on their consumption. And everything will be stored on a decentralized blockchain.
and will be available in real time through the Red platform as well as the mobile app and the desktop app.
Exactly, and
Along with statistics and so on.
Yeah,
and this is important because you cannot do that cost effectively with Ethereum, for instance. It's just impossible. It would cost more to store the data than to produce the energy.
Speaking of cost effectiveness, how much is a Wi-Fi meter? Who will install them for the end user?
So the Wi-Fi meters come in several configurations. The basic ones, which have a Wi-Fi module and are used for measuring consumption, will cost something up to $50, and they should be installed by accredited electricians. They are installed after the distribution meter, so inside your General Electric board. They measure current and also voltage.
Right. Interesting. Right. So, will the staking, for example, another big issue for the community. Will the further decentralization mentioned by Vali through the use of Swazm allow for staking from external wallets as well?
We were thinking about a system that will allow you to stake your Ether
or BTC
or BTC or MWAP.
Mhm.
I mean, so we definitely will have that in the custom blockchain. It will be a mix between smart contracts and smartly designed systems that will allow to stake like any kind of crypto in the system.
So basically, the platform will allow you to stake. I mean, when I'm saying stake here, I mean deposit. So you will be able to deposit Bitcoin, Ethereum. You'll be able to top up with fiat or with a credit card. Okay, and the platform will allow you to stake your MWATs for a certain amount of time in order for you to receive your KW bonuses from our loyalty system, from the producers.
Indeed.
And
Speaking of
course, also for a franchise. Let's not forget the franchise.
quite true, one of the most important parts of our business model.
Okay.
As I've comprehensively written about on Medium. Plug here. So, speaking of security issues, will there be a third-party security audit for the code before the full launch?
Yes, there will be. As Vali, as I told in the beginning and Vali explained, Vali has designed actually several security auditing systems for even for some major exchanges. So I think we're in good hands regarding security.
Yeah, we won't have any kind of issues.
Will a KYC procedure be in place to access the platform, or is it available without?
KYC will be necessary for consumer and producer accounts. It won't be necessary for users that don't have their consumption places or production places validated.
Right, so a bit more about Swazm in that case. Any info that expands on how Swazm will further decentralize Red-B? I mean, we talked about kilowatt tokens being decentralized. So the entire platform in that case will be not centralized.
Yeah, so through Swazm we want to practically decentralize everything.
That's true.
And I mean, even the referrals that you get now will be on the blockchain itself.
You
So
heard it here, everyone.
there will be practically merged into it. There will, I mean, you'll see everyone's referrals. You'll see where they came from. I mean, if somebody tries to cheat, it will be there. So there's no reward for them. I mean, imagine that all the data that Red platform will have, including trading and shape shifting to MWatt to KWatt and things like that, will be open for everybody to see.
Except personal data.
Except personal
Because
data.
we need to respect the GDPR.
Except personal data.
Oh, very good. So another question. What, if anything, is currently running successfully on Swazam? This has come up several times in the community, and they're curious. Can you share, or is it under wraps?
It's not really on the wraps. I mean, the security systems that we previously talked about are running on Swazam. The trading platforms are running on Swazam. The developer platform is running on Swazam. The Red backend is running on Swazam. There are experiments that we're doing that are running on Swazam.
So from tomorrow, when the official launch of the beta will happen, the blockchain will be live and we will start being on the blockchain.
Dennis, it's already live.
So
people can already download the app, register, and start referring. You mentioned, Vali mentioned something interesting a few moments ago, which I would like to expand because it's important in the general economy of the project. There are some experiments that we are doing right now, and it's regarding mining and using computing power. So right now, a lot of energy is wasted for processing transactions and solving mathematical equations, which don't have another purpose besides securing payments. But there are so many other fantastic applications for computing power when you have a decentralized blockchain and a network of mining rigs installed. Just to give you a few examples, you could build the world's biggest AI and computing power. You can use the computing power in the mining rigs to create a huge global virtual library that allows for computing power decision to be decentralized. I think Vali has quite a few interesting applications which we are planning to integrate. So our mining rigs won't be just mining another cryptocurrency. We plan to use this computing power for the greater good, and the users will receive MWatt instead at a rate 3 times higher than what they would receive when they are just selling the energy back to Red. Plus, the mining rigs would also mine the blockchain itself. So they would all keep an instance of the database, which is the essence of decentralization.
At least a piece of it, because we have a sharded blockchain. I mean, we don't want to actually to get to the state that Ethereum currently is in order to have on each miner 1.2 terabytes of data. That's practically transaction logs.
On that topic, people have been asking whether the mining rigs will belong to Red or the customers.
All the equipments that Red will provide will be provided based on a subscription. And they will be in use by the customer, and the customer will pay a monthly subscription for using the equipments and benefiting from the associated services.
Right. So, can they be run outside of a tight territory?
Yes, and that's the nice part, is everyone will be able to order our solar kits and mining rigs and start mining MWatt, even if they are not based in Romania or any other country where Red has an affiliated supplier. And then speaking about affiliated suppliers, I think it's important to mention that one of the most important aspects right now is to design features on the platform that will make the platform extremely attractive even for other suppliers that have customer databases around the world, so that they want to join the platform and use the platform and give access to their customers on the platform to buy cheaper energy. And we are working on a few of these features One of them being a payment gateway for other electricity suppliers, so that their customers can pay with crypto using our mobile app, basically just scanning the barcode of the invoice and paying the energy. And the supplier will receive fiat instead of crypto, so that they won't have an exchange risk, because this is a major concern for energy suppliers. Mainly they cannot withhold the exchange risk. So the platform will take the exchange risk and offer other energy suppliers fiat, and the platform will take the crypto and make the exchange.
Mm-hmm. Quite interesting. This essentially means that the platform will secure itself in terms of its computational power, and the mining rigs are an integral part of the platform as an extension of it.
Exactly. So we want to make the platform as attractive as possible for energy suppliers around the world, so that they take a franchise and start moving towards the platform with their entire customer database. And all the features that we are developing represent unique selling features and an integrated unique selling proposition for these companies to be able to onboard new customers on the platform. And as we know, the crypto community worldwide is growing and is going to continue to grow, and we want to be viewed and we want to become the #1 energy supplier for the crypto community and the first decentralized energy supplier on the blockchain.
Another question that came up would be, given the mining rigs themselves, people have been asking quite a bit about those. Will there be a potential revenue calculator to figure out this part, especially now that, to be fair, now it's a bit more interesting given that you also help the platform itself by having a mining rig.
Exactly.
And not only platform, people too, depending on which projects Red helps.
Exactly. So based on the SWASM infrastructure, we plan to use part of this computational power for providing, let's say, a layer of compute for projects that are innovative, are socially responsible, and are geared towards the greater good. Me and Vali, we've been talking about some examples, like all kinds of applicabilities, some of which I don't know if they are even legal, like looking with your scanning the people in a room with your smartphone, and the smartphone can tell you their names based on their Facebook profile. So this is something which I don't know if we can implement because of the GDPR, but there are other examples, like using this compute power in medicine, or using this compute power in universities.
And mostly, I mean, a lot of AI applications, from object recognition to sentimental analysis, depending on a quite a great scale of markers. I mean, practically you can, I don't know, recognize a red logo in a crowd, like really easily.
That's very interesting, Wally. Lots of potential applications.
Yeah, we practically want to put this compute power, like we want to make the switch from proof of work that's actually just a proof that has no additional benefit except providing consensus, to something that really matters. I mean, we want to be one of the first that uses a proof of compute, where that compute can be anything from, I don't know, your local developer trying to make a web app, hosting it, build it, and things like that, to a scientist that wants to build a new model that, I don't know, detects cats.
Indeed, Wally. I mean, one of the major problems right now with crypto in general is that so much computing power is used purely for financial gain and financial machinations, in essence. It's not contributing to anything wider than itself. If we can switch to something that actually has a benefit for society, this will pretty much be a revolution that others might want to switch to, because currently a lot of energy is being used on something that isn't actually productive for the wider society.
That's right. I think that um, these mining rigs, um, we were also planning to install a small mining module into the
Wireless meter.
itself. Yeah,
Oh.
we're investigating that. So practically, you have a small box that also has some compute power in it, and it will be a part of the RED platform.
To be fair, even a phone has quite a lot of computing power in essence.
Exactly,
Yeah.
which can be used.
Indeed. Wink, nudge, nudge. So, moving on to other things. How about that Guinness World Record tour, Powered by Nature? It was mentioned quite a few times, but not a lot of details as such. Given that we want to make a bit of a mysterious launch, can you give us a bit more in terms of that?
So, okay, as I told you, Dennis, in the beginning, the electric tour is a new Guinness World Record that will link all the cities and villages in Romania with an electric car that is powered by renewable energy producers from the RED platform. So basically, people that order solar kits can support Christian and his journey around the country by inviting him to their homes and charging him with power produced with our solar kits, or bigger producers that are on the platform can charge Christian's battery with their clean energy produced by the sun, by the wind, or using hydroelectricity. The idea is that in all of these places, Christian will be accompanied by a local influencer, somebody that people trust, that will show him around. So it's also a discovery of nature, a discovery of Romania's most beautiful places, all at the same time powered by clean energy. And this project and this campaign, we hope to receive a lot of awareness, and we are going to offer tools for people to get registered on the platform. So people that want to support Christian can download the app and use their free MWatts to support Christian.
It's very interesting.
There will be events in major cities where people and companies will be invited, and we will talk about the platform and what are the benefits. So, and of course, at the end of the tour, there will be a representative from Guinness that will document the new world record.
So, in essence, this is a major marketing push in terms of RED, and at the end of it, we will present a big unveiling, and
Exactly. It's a major marketing push in order to attract as many users as possible. During the next 2 months, we are going to be running like crazy, trying to onboard as many users as possible. And again, I just want to mention for everyone in our community, please download the app and start referring RED, so that when the campaign is finished, we will have as many users as possible that are trading kilowatt tokens and that are buying MWatt.
So that will be available at the end of it.
Of course.
Indeed, people actually wanted for you to expand a bit upon the updates that will come gradually for the beta going into the full launch.
So a lot of the features will be rolled out in the next 2 months, starting with consumer and producer accounts validation and supplier switch module, and of course the blockchain side and the trading side.
Right. So regarding the beta, will there be a desktop version for for the platform? From what I understand, it will be more or less universal. You could access it on your phone. You could access it on your desktop. So just to confirm, it will have multiple platform support.
Of course, it will have a desktop. It will be desktop. So, but it's also going to be a mobile app because we think and we hope that users will mostly use the platform while on the run using their mobile, and mobile penetration is increasing.
And the desktop version will also be responsive, so if you do not have the app for certain reasons like running Windows phones or whatever, you can still open your browser, log in and see the platform itself on your mobile phone.
Right. Will the beta be, from what I understand now, the beta will be accessible to all, not only Romanian citizens. The people have speculated, but as many as possible, everyone is invited, correct?
Of course, everyone is invited.
Other questions that have been asked we've already answered, given that we will be gamifying the app quite a bit.
Yes, we will.
Everyone likes achievements, I'm guilty of it as well. Possibly others in this room too.
I think that's important about gamification, because this is going to be a feature of the entire platform. We want to gamify the way people think about energy, the way energy is created, the way energy is used, and the way energy is sold and transferred.
Energy should be fun. It should be interesting to use something.
It should be simple. It should be simple.
Simple and interesting.
Exactly. We have the technology, we have the sun. Why not make it simple? Why complicate it?
Indeed. Does another question that came up? Would real energy storage play any role in the RED's model? Would we?
First of all, the equipments that we are going to provide, like the solar kits, they come with several features. Like people can add the battery pack, or they can add the mining rig. So you can either store the energy in batteries and become self-sufficient, living off the grid, or you can store that energy in by mining MWatt, which should generate more revenue than just selling the energy back to the grid. It brings a layer of added value.
Indeed.
So just think about the fact that a normal household is using energy in the morning and in the evening, right? Because people go to work during the day. But so you have two peaks, a morning peak and an evening peak. While a solar installation is producing its peak around noon. So actually the solar peak misses the two peaks that the household has as a consumption point. So we want to use this energy, which otherwise would be wasted. We want to use it for companies and energy buyers on the platform that have a use for that energy that's produced during noon.
And the user chooses.
Of course, or the user can choose to mine MWatt with the energy that's not used. When I say mine, it's not actually mining MWatt. It's going to use computing power for various projects, and our company will provide MWatt instead, which we will source from the exchange, from our exchange.
Indeed, the cap of 500 million is still up and running. There's no change.
No,
it's mining gold.
Of course, there's no change in the cap. No more new MWatts will be printed or minted. There's not going to be any inflation, Dennis.
So one of the last questions on the beta. So are there any specific elements of the beta we require more feedback on than others? People would like to know how they can help.
So I think the best thing that our community can do right now is spread the word, have as many referrals as possible, so that our user database grows. I think this would be a fantastic thing if we manage to reach. Our plan is to reach at least 50,000 users of the platform in December when we launch it.
Great. Okay, so those are most of the major questions. Let me just check anything else.
Okay. So
Amand, what shall we also expand upon? We could talk about the constant updates that we want to do, and from what I understand, there will be no download?
there will be an announcement next week regarding a partner from Australia, which is an expert in solar and has developed a model for securely financing fractional ownership projects, including a special chip that utilizes blockchain technology. But all of this will be announced in a special article on Medium. We are very happy to have found such a partner that can also develop and help expand our platform in Australia and New Zealand.
So more important partnerships coming up for Red.
More important partnerships coming up for Red. We are basically expanding on all fronts. We're also working on the business side. We recently set up another company in Bulgaria and in Hungary. These companies are in the process of getting licensed. So the idea is after we launch the platform fully in Romania, we want to be able to launch it in as many countries as possible next year.
So with Bulgaria at the moment we are up to 7, if I'm not mistaken. There will be a Medium article on this, most likely today. I should know. And we will be expanding on our new partnership soon as well, in the normal format.
Okay, Dennis, thank you so much. So guys, thank you for listening. We have to get back to work because there's a lot to be done. Any questions that might come up, we'll answer in a written Q&A. Next week we will make the formal announcement of our new partner in Australia. So don't forget to download the app, and thank you so much for your support. Have a nice day.
Have a nice day, everyone.
Goodbye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cheers.
Cheers.